Hi, this is Ralene with RaleneCreates. I am about to do something that I normally don't do on camera. I am going to set up my plan for meal planning. Okay, every week I meal prep. Okay, and I love prepping because it just makes life easier for me. So I've had several people in my group want to know about meal planning as well as meal prepping, and so I'm going to talk about that in this video and also decorate the plan for it. So if you want to see how I meal plan in my Happy Planner, stay tuned. So I have pulled out several different Happy Planner sheets. Now this one here is one, this is a half sheet. Now I'm going to be really honest with you that I at one point just created my own. Okay. And I'm going to talk about the difference between meal planning and meal prepping. I think a lot of people get the two confused. Okay. Meal planning just looks at what you plan on eating for the week and kind of map them out. Okay, so that if you're going to cook, you know on Monday you're going to cook whatever you're going to cook. On Tuesday you're going to Taco Tuesday, so you're going to make tacos. Wednesday whatever you're going to make, and Thursday you might be eating leftovers or whatever else. That's just planning it out. Okay, these sheets here are really helpful if you are planning your meals every day, okay, for the entire week. Just like I just mentioned. Okay. I do not meal plan like that. Okay. Let me tell you why. I am a single woman. I live alone. And because of that, I eat what I want to eat when I want to eat. Okay. I know that sounds funny, but I'll tell you what happens, because one day, I know what I have prepared. And so I eat basically how I'm feeling. Okay. That might not sound good, but I'm on Weight Watchers as well as, trying to be healthy. So I meal prep. Okay. So because I meal prep on the weekend, I know what meals I have and every day. I mean, for the entire week. So what I do is each day I kind of think about, okay, I know what's cooked. What do I want to get? And that's how I do it. So I don't do the daily meal planning. Okay. Good idea to do it, especially if you have a family, you have young children, or even a husband or whatever, to plan those meals out. This will be a nice little sheet to put on your refrigerator, so they don't know all week what they're going to expect for dinner. One of the things when I was married that I hated was the question, what are we having for dinner? What's for dinner? What's for dinner? Oh, what do you want for dinner? What do you want for dinner? Where do you want to go for dinner, or whatever else? So this sheet would allow you to say, okay, Monday is stew night. And Taco Tuesday, we're going to eat some leftover on Wednesday. Some people don't like leftovers. Thursday, we're going to have roast beef. I'm just throwing stuff out. Friday, we may go out to dinner. So I will put, out to dinner on Friday. Saturday would be burrito night. Okay. And then Sunday would be Sunday dinner. Okay. So you have, whatever Sunday dinner is. Maybe it's a chicken or pork chops. And I'm give you my favorite meal. Okay. Pork chops, black eyed peas, and collard greens. Okay. I know, very Southern. But I love it. And I have not had it in quite a while because my aunt, my mom, and my mother-in-law were the best smothered pork chop cookers, and they've all passed away, so I don't have that anymore. And it's also not very healthy for me. Okay, so let me move on. So this sheet here is what you do, and then on the back it has a grocery list. So basically what you could do here is map out what you're going to eat every day and then grocery shop. Okay, so I don't do that. Okay, now this came, I believe, in my household book. Okay, again, the weekly meal menu plan is similar to this one. with the grocery list on the side, okay? Again, not one of my favorite things. Now, this one, again, another grocery list, and then it kind of this is the meal prepping. Now, let me tell you, meal prepping is when you decide on what you're going to cook, and you pick a day or a couple days and prep those meals, okay? This is the life I lead. This is the life I love, because as a single woman and I'm in ministry, I work 60 hours or more a week, as on YouTube, I have the group Women Growing on Purpose, all the different things that I'm doing. During the week, I do not cook, okay? I always say, if God sends me a husband, I always wonder what's going to happen, because he's going to have to eat meals prepped on Sunday, okay? Because I remember being married and trying to cook every day or cook on the regular, and he picked a day or whatever else. But I have found that meal prepping on the weekend. So on Saturday, normally Sunday, I do church on Sunday, but I kind of, on Saturday night, I will put something in the crock pot, okay? And it's going to be a part of whatever my meal is going to be Sunday, and it's a part of it. So I'll kind of talk about that. And I'm just going to go through how I actually do it, if you don't mind. Okay. Now, I created my own sheet. Okay. So it's meal planning and prepping. Okay. And what I've done is, all I did was I took one of these sheets. They're in one of the I believe, if you want to know where this sheet came from, please let me know. But I doctored it up. I literally changed it. I put the words and everything out. And I actually then copy this page every week and reuse it. Okay. So what I've done is, and sometimes I do not decorate it. Okay. So again, this is about planning and prepping your meal, not so much about the decoration. The decorations I kind of added already there. So let's get into it. Let me show you what I would do. I'm going to use this sheet here, since I have so many of them, as a cheat sheet. Okay. And I'm going to fold this little part here, because if I need this cheat sheet in the kitchen while I'm prepping, I can use it. Okay. And so all I want is this side here. All right. And the only reason I'm using it is so that I can write my stuff down here before I write it here. Okay. So it'll be nice and neat. Okay. So I'm going to grab a pen, and I am going to think about what I want to eat for the week. Okay. So if you'll notice over here, I put dishes. What dishes did I want? Okay. What do I want? So I have decided that, because I am eating healthy, and those of you that really, really, really know me know that I don't like vegetables. Okay. There's only a small group of vegetables that I eat. Okay. So in order for me to get in my vegetables, especially for Weight Watchers, I need to eat the same vegetables every week. Okay. The other thing about me is I can eat the same thing every day. Every day. Okay. People talk about variety. It's not me. Okay. So that's just who I am. Okay. A little bit about me. Okay. So I love collard greens. So I'm going to put collard greens. Okay. And what I end up doing is I cook a big pot of collard greens on the weekend, and then I put them in small one cup containers so that I can grab them, and my deep freezer is full. Okay. Now, even if my deep freezer is full with some collard greens, I am still going to make some on the weekend, fill my containers up, and then I'll move them, move the older ones up, and then so that I always have something. I don't want to ever find myself caught without a meal. Okay. I want to be able to grab a snack, take with me. I mean, not a snack, but a meal. If I'm going somewhere, I'm going to grab my little bowls and go with me. Okay. So I'm going to make collard greens. Okay. The other thing that I love is cabbage. Okay, I didn't used to like cabbage, and this pen does not want to write for me. So let me grab another one. Okay, see, that's another reason why I use a little scratch paper, because I would be mad because my pen's not writing. Okay, so cabbage. Okay, now the other thing is, now I may make cabbage or cabbage soup. Okay, so I'm going to put that here. And I also love for breakfast sausage bake. Okay, and I'm going to put a CP next to it because this is a crock pot meal. And I love it. Basically, scramble some eggs, some salsa, some turkey sausage in it, and a little in my case, reduced fat cheese, and I put all of that in the bowl and stirred up really good. And I have a casserole crock pot, and I spray that, and I pour all of that in there, and then I cut those things up, and I end up with like maybe 15 to 20 squares of sausage bake that I can eat all week. And I will generally eat that with, in my case, some grits, or if I'm on the run and I can't make any grits, I just eat the sausage bake. Okay, so I want some salad. I want a salad. So now, in order for salad, I am lettuce or spring mix, cucumbers, balsamic vinaigrette, okay, and then low-fat cheese, eggs, chicken. Okay, that's a salad for me. Okay, I'm trying to think of something else that I might add. No, that's it. Okay, now lately I've been a little bit adventurous, and you're learning a little bit more about me. Is I may add cut up some apples and some walnuts. Okay, and I got that from Panera Bread. Okay, so that's my salad. And the only reason I'm writing this out there because that'll let you know what the salad is. And when I'm grocery shopping, that's what I'm going to do. The other thing that I'm going to make this week, which normally these items here I always make. Okay, and then there's one more thing that I always make. I make crock pot chicken. Okay, and let me tell you, I literally just in my crock pot, I will put some chicken, some broth, some salsa, maybe some beans. It really depends. And then I will get some low fat, reduced fat tortillas, so I can make tortillas with them. I can have it with my salad. I can make a really quick thing of rice and have some chicken with it. But chicken is my staple. Now, in Weight Watchers, chicken is 0 points, so you can get away with chicken. Okay, so that's a big one. And now I always have eggs boiled. Okay, so that I can. These are my snacks, so I'm gonna put that up here. Eggs are my snacks. Cucumbers are my snack. Okay, nuts are my snacks. And trying to think of what else. Oh, of course, fruit. Okay, and so and then the other thing that I'm going to make this week is crock pot Weight Watchers chicken enchilada bake or enchilada casserole. If I can spell. Okay, and then for that, okay, I need corn tortillas. Okay, chicken, enchilada sauce. Now, the recipe calls for tomatoes and chili. Okay, now I do not like tomatoes, the texture of tomatoes. Okay, you guys are probably laughing. Please don't laugh at me. Okay, but so what I do is I use salsa. Okay, because it has everything that I need in it, but it's ground up, so I don't have to worry about the texture. So salsa. And I'm laughing because of my writing. I'm writing so fast here, and And then reduced fat cheese. Okay. And literally, this is so easy to make. I throw the chicken, and sometimes I may put some beans in there. Okay. I throw the chicken and the enchilada sauce in a crock pot and let that cook for 6 hours. So probably overnight. Okay. And then the next morning, I'm going to take some corn tortilla. So if it's a round tortilla, I'm trying to find something round. So this is a tortilla. I'm going to cut these into strips, and then I'm going to place those strips inside of it, along with some cheese and the beans and some salsa. I'm probably going to put the salsa in with the enchilada sauce. And then I let that cook for another hour or two. Okay, and it is delicious with cheese on top. Okay, and then I spoon those into my cup-sized containers, and I freeze them, and I have enough for the week. Okay, so now you'll see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things to prep. Okay, for prepping. Okay. Now, if you were just planning, you would plan out your meals and say, well, okay, we're going to have sausage bake on Monday, and you cook it on Monday. We're going to have cabbage on Tuesday, and you cook it on Tuesday. I can't do that. So I prep. Okay. Now, there's other things that I do because I like to be on the go. I go to the office a couple days a week, and I like to be able to grab my lunch and go. So what I generally do is, for my cucumbers, I marinate it in balsamic vinaigrette. And then I put it in small containers for me to be able to grab and on the go. Okay, so that's why I put that over here. Obviously, eggs, I'm going to have to boil those eggs. I also take and create little bags of, I take the snack size lunch bags, and I put my nuts in. I make my own little trail mix. Okay, and then I make them small enough so that I have something, but not too big that I ended up, with too much fat. Okay, so that's what my nuts. Now my fruit, kind of the same thing. It really depends. If it's grapes or something like that, I may make small little bags of grapes so that I can grab them and go. If it's watermelon, I'm just going to grab a bowl and grab me some watermelon as I need it. So, or apple, I just grab my apples, things like that. So I don't do a lot of prepping there, but I do prep my cucumbers, and I cook my eggs ahead of time, and then that's it. So then you'll see what my prepping is done. Now, if it's on a Sunday, after church, what I'm going to do is, generally, what I'm going to do is on Saturday night, I'm going to put that chicken into the crock pot. And if I'm making 2 dishes with chicken, so I'm going to put this crock pot chicken, and then this I do have 2 crock pots, and this chicken enchilada into a crock pot on Saturday night, so that Sunday morning I could use it. Okay, and then on Sunday morning I will start the crock pot with the sausage bake. Okay, so now let's see what I would do. And I'm showing you here, this is one of my little scratch versions of one here, but I'm gonna do it a little bit more here today, and I'm going to show you exactly what I would do. Okay, and this is about planning. Okay, and today is April 16th, so this is for the week of April 19th. So I'm going to put April 19th, 2021. Okay, now the very first thing I'm going to do is come here and go down my dishes list. Okay, and I want collard greens. Okay, so I'm going to put collard. Okay, now I'm going to stop, and I'm going to ask myself, do I have any collard greens? Well, okay, so this is now grocery shopping time. So I'm going to put over here, I buy them in the bag. So I'm going to buy a bag of collards. Okay, now I ask myself, what else do I need to go with the collard greens? I'm going to need some green onions. I also use turkey ham. I also need, I use chicken broth, but I have chicken broth, so I will not put that on the list because I don't need to buy it, okay? And chicken, what else I need? I usually also use olive oil, and I have that, so I'm good. Okay, so now I'm come here and I'm gonna keep going, and I'm probably gonna speed through this a little bit so that you don't see me writing all the time. Okay. Okay, so you'll see that that's what I do. Now, in this particular case, because I did on this sheet, I don't have room for it, I'm gonna put my snacks right here. And I'm going to say cucumber salad. And nuts and fruit. I am such a simple girl, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna add cucumbers to the list over here. And I have salad dressing, I need nuts. I actually always have nuts, and I need fruits. Most weeks, once a week, once a month, I buy all my staples, okay? And then once a week, all I have to buy is the perishable items, like the collards and the onions and the cabbage, the cucumbers, the spring mix, things that will run out. So once a month, I buy all of my big stuff. So I fill up the deep freezer with my chicken breast and things that can stay on, and my nuts and all of that. So that's what I do. Now, nothing special. I'm just kind of showing you how I do it. Now, the reason why I made this sheet here and where it says weekly goals is I want to say these sheets didn't have that on there for me. Okay. So I put my weekly goals here, and I think I'm going to come and put another color, and I hope it works. And I want to eat regularly. I am good about skipping meals. Okay. So I want to eat regularly. Okay. No meal skipping. Okay. The other thing is eat healthy. Okay. Okay. And track my meals. Okay. So these are my week's goals. Okay. The other one is big for me. I want to save money on eating. I could eat out and spend tons of money. So I don't want to do that. Okay. And more importantly, for me, I want to feel better health-wise. Okay. Now, you notice that I don't put my weight loss down. I believe that those are automatic. So there's no need for me. If I'm eating regularly, eating healthy, and feeling better, and I'm eating some of these things on here, the weight loss should happen. Okay. And I think I said track meals, so that's Weight Watchers. So I don't go here and say I want to lose 2 pounds. Now, in my wellness planner, I might say I want to lose 2 pounds or whatever my goal is, but that's not what my meal planning purpose is. My meal planning is for me to eat regularly, eat healthy, track my meals, save money, and for me to feel better. Each week, I write down what worked and didn't work. Okay? Because say I'm trying some new meal. Okay, I'm not doing that this week, and I don't do it too often, you guys, but I do. I know what I did. I'll show you this one, and this was one of my Scrabble versions, and I wanted to make some pork chops in a crock pot, and I didn't like them. I'll be really, really honest with you, and so you'll notice that because this is just me. And how I write, I mean, it was pretty when it started, but then I started scratching stuff out. No, I'm not going to make that. Because when I start cooking and I realize that there's enough food, I'm like, okay, you know what? I had good intentions of making that, but I'm not going to make that. Okay. So I cut it out. Okay, so I think I did not make the barbecue brisket, and also was fattening for me, so I did not do that. I did put barbecue ribs in the crock pot. It did not do what I wanted it to do. The one thing that I really, 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 really loved, but it's not on the healthy side. I need to be careful of all that ground beef. But the easy cheeseburger pie was delicious. Okay, and if I can find a healthier way to cook that, I will do it again. Okay, and then I think I did seasoned turkey or whatever else. So I just kind of write down what I'm planning on doing, because I'm trying to not eat too much. I don't want to overdo it, and I only have a certain amount of time this Sunday to cook. So that's why some Sundays I have a lot of time. Okay, so that's the way I kind of look at it. Okay, now, so what works? Right here it says, don't try to do too much at once. Maybe cook a meal a week. Okay, so this ended up being a goal for the month, because I had too much. I had too many things that there was no way that I could cook all those things in a week. So this was in 2019. I'm just showing you this because it was one that I had done. Okay, so what worked? So I'm going to leave that area there. Now, I also have a note section because I like to note down what I would like to do. Like this one says, create bags for freezer to dump and go. Okay, because some of these things, like the chicken, if I have enough chicken, that crock pot chicken, all I need to do is take some, I can take some chicken and some other seasoning and some whatever I want to put in it. Throw it all in the freezer bag and put it into the deep freezer and dump and go. And basically, when I get ready to cook, next week I can drop it into the crock pot and go. Okay. All right. And so these were little things that I wanted to do. And then I kind of wrote notes here: make the sausage bowl and do it on Sunday, cut up the cabbage and green onions. And, so I kind of write down the things that I need to do at that particular time. So I am not going to do that. I do that as I'm working. Okay. As I set out to start working on those things, that's when I do it. So I hope this kind of makes sense for you. I don't overcomplicate it, because then you will never meal plan. Okay. And so I am meal planning and meal prepping. So now I could, at this particular time, because I have planned out what I'm going to eat for the week, I could take this sheet and say, I'm going to make collard greens and chicken. And that's not a really good combination, but I'd probably make something else with that. But so collard greens and chicken is for Monday, or I'm gonna do salads on Tuesday. Okay, or whatever works for you. I can't do that. Okay, it just doesn't work for me. You gotta do what works for you. Find a system that works for you. And then I could also write down what snacks I'm gonna get. It's too structured for me. Okay, because I might wake up that morning and I don't want that. I want the chicken enchilada. Or also, say for instance, I've overeaten, say Monday, so Tuesday I gotta go light. So even though I planned it out, I may have said, oh, I'm gonna do collard greens and chicken on Monday, and then I eat some chips and all those other things that I should not have. And then so Tuesday, I need to eat light. So that's that. So you can meal plan that way, but it just doesn't work for me. Okay. Now what I do is I leave this area open, because as I'm cooking, these sheets really work for me. I just write the back of it, what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm getting ready to make the chicken enchilada. Okay. And so quickly, I'll write down what I need to do. I need to put the chicken into the crock pot. I'll need to do, I need to cut up green onions or whatever I need to do. I kind of write those things out. Then what I need to see is that, okay, how many meals has green onions in it? Okay, so then I know how much I need for that particular one. And so I'm writing just little notes here. And that's all this is for me. That's why I needed a little bit more space for me to work on. I know other people do things differently. I'm just sharing this, and I hope that it helps somebody. You know, something I said can help you. Now will I decorate this? No, probably not. And I went and I was nice enough, and I went and grabbed some books, and I thought about it. And so, now this one says snacks. I could have done this, or I could still come here and put the word healthy snacks as a reminder for my goals to eat healthy snacks. No potato chips, Ralene. Okay, so my word is don't talk in the negative, speak in the positive. So instead of saying no potato chips, I say eat healthy snacks. Okay, that's just me. Okay, so I've done that. I could come here and no, that doesn't work because I already got the word meal planning there. Okay, I could have put this here. Now I could say this one said eat in. I like that. And that is a goal. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here to eat in, because I can eat out every day of the week, and you guys, I'd be happy. So now I have these stickers here, and I laughed at them because I do not want to put this hamburger here because it looks like Big Mac, and I would want a Big Mac so bad. Okay, so so I was looking for something kind of healthy in the healthy area that I could put right over here to kind of get me. You know what? I can have some popcorn as a snack, and I have some. So I'll put some popcorn right there. What else? Okay, so here's some strawberries. I don't eat strawberries, but they're cute, aren't they? Okay. Now it's funny. I say I don't eat strawberries, but my friend, I did the detox this week, and she put strawberries in my smoothie. And I actually like them in the smoothie. It's about texture with me. And I'm not sure why, but some textures I just don't like. Okay. And okay. So I'm trying not to make this video too long, but I think I'm overdoing it. Okay. Now, the other thing that's missing on this list is eggs, because that's another snack. Eggs are 0 points on Weight Watchers too, and I tend to like just boil some so that I have in between meals. You know, I don't eat a lot of them. Okay. So, all right. This video was all about setting up meal planning and showing the difference between meal planning and prepping. Okay. Now that I have my plan in place, I will spend Sunday prepping. Okay. And so meal prepping is where a lot of people say you spend too much time. For me, it's a time saver, okay? Because it allows me to spend my Sunday while I'm doing a whole lot of other stuff. I might be cleaning, I might be washing dishes. I just put up certain meals on in my crock pot and let my crock pot do all the work. And then I just spend some time putting things in bags and containers, put them in my deep freezer, and I am ready to go for the entire week. Okay, that works for me. Okay, so here are in my grocery list, and I am an Instacart type person. No, I'm not sponsored by Instacart, but I order all my groceries, and so I will go on Instacart and order the things that I need, and it comes in just in time for me to start cooking. Okay, and then at the end of the week, I will come here and say what worked, and then I will take notes as I go along. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know this is a little different. It was a little kind of all over the place, but I hope it just helped you understand meal prepping just a little bit. And I love meal planning and meal prepping so much. It really, really, really works for me. It makes my life so much easier, and it allows me to be able to do some of the things that I'm doing right now. It allows me to help other people because I am not spending so much time in the kitchen. I don't like doing that. Okay. So if you like this video, why don't you hit that like button? And while you're at it, why don't you subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be notified the next time that I upload a video. And remember, as I encourage you, I encourage myself. Be blessed.